What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to day 13 of the boot camp. We are nearly at the halfway point, so I'm super excited, super stoked to bring you the second half of these lessons. Now, we've been getting some pretty good feedback on both the technical concepts as well as the psychology concepts. You guys really have liked those last two videos on market structure continued as well as discount, OTE, premium, etc. And I've seen a lot of you guys comment too that even if you've understood these concepts, even if you learned them before, a lot of you are learning new nuggets, new gems of wisdom within each of those concepts. So that's beautiful to see. That was exactly what I was going for, because it's not that you guys haven't learned or seen these concepts before, is that no one's actually taken the time to nuance them and to break them down with more than just one example or more than just the examples that make the teacher look good. So as we know, we're not doing any of that, but today's topic is a psychology topic, and it's around the topic of trying to be too smart. So it's kind of counterintuitive. It's kind of counterintuitive, ladies and gentlemen, because as traders, we think that we have to be the smartest people in the world. They're like, oh, only 1% of traders makes it, 99% fail. It's all in psychology, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We like to make ourselves seem smart or look smart by using all these fancy words. In reality, ladies and gentlemen, all trading is pressing a button on your computer. All trading is making a decision whether to follow your plan or to not follow your plan based on a specific outcome. So, with that being said, that does not take any sort of smartness, that does not take any sort of advanced intelligence beyond just basic price. So then why is this so hard? Why is this so hard for us to do simple things, but when it comes to the hard things, everybody can just sit there and learn and, backtest a million times. You guys love to work hard, but you don't actually love to get results. You guys love to look smart. You guys love to feel smart by understanding each of these individual things, but the way you execute is not bringing you profit. So it's not about being smart. It's not about what you know. It's about what you actually do in the moment, how you react, and how you behave yourself, no matter what outcome the market gives you. It's a lot like a girlfriend or a boyfriend or even a kid. I don't have experience with the kid aspect of things, but those of you who do, I can't even imagine how unpredictable that little motherfucker is. I know I was very unpredictable as a kid. So the market in itself is unpredictable as well. You wake up and you're expecting, you might hope that you get good behavior. You might hope that it's an easy day, but it can very well be a very difficult day. It could be a very testing, a very trying day in terms of your temper, what you say, how you act, how you react. And I just give that example because humans, like the market, are some of the most unpredictable people ever. And I'm sure you know this if you've ever been in a relationship, if you ever had a kid, spouse, whatever, you know that what you expect usually isn't exactly what you get. You got to adapt. You got to ebb and flow. You got to have emotional intelligence. You got to know when to cool down, know when to push, know when to pull. Same thing in the markets. So in the market, it is the exact same. It's all about how you react, not how smart you are, and not how intelligent you are. With that being said, how do we actually apply this to the market? Well, the first thing is, have you ever been on the charts and you're just sitting there, there's not a clear setup, you've already kind of established that, but you're going to sit on there and see what happens. And you see price start to form, you're like, ooh, that looks like a fair value gap. Or, ooh, if I look really closely, price kind of made a little high right there, and that wasn't a full displacement, but it closed above it technically. So even though we're in a consolidation, this is a 2022 model. So I'm going to take a trade. Or if you've been in price and you're sitting there squinting at the chart, trying to decipher what's happening, you're trying to mark every single level. Is it going bullish? Is it going bearish? When clearly it's just stuck there, but you don't want to wait. You wanted to wake up and see it not stuck there, right? You wanted to wake up and see a setup just fall into your lap. And then you wanted that to happen tomorrow. And then you wanted that to happen in the next day. And I'm here to tell you that that is never going to happen ever. It's going to happen once every in a blue moon. The rest of the time, you're going to have to do a very good job of managing yourself and not trying to be too smart. Not trying to be the guy like, oh, this is a test of my intelligence. Let me see if I can find a setup within all of this roughness. or, oh, this is a test of my knowledge or how good of a person I am or how successful I am based on if I can locate a trade where there is no trade, guys. No matter how much you stretch it or squeeze it or flip your monitor sideways and look at it with one eye closed, one eye open, there is no setup. Get the fuck off the chart. Stop trying to be a genius. You're not going to be able to decipher exactly what's happening every time, guys. That's just the truth of the matter. The successful traders are the ones who can sit there, put their ego to the side, and accept it. I accept the fact that I am either not smart enough or the market's just not behaving well enough for me to easily find a setup. Cool, whatever. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow is coming, right? God willing. But it's not going to help you today to just blow everything up over this little thing that didn't go your way. And there's no point in sitting there trying to find the setup, trying to just look hard and strain your eyes when on the easy days, you can literally see a setup a mile away. Guys, understand what you're going for is you want to reach a point where the only time you're trading is when you just wake up, you glance at the chart, you're like, oh, yeah, duh, like that's it right there. Cool, let's place my order. Boom, see what happens. Leave the house. Cool. That's it. It's it, guys. That's it. It's very easy. It is very, very easy. And then the only other thing you have to do is when you wake up and you're like, it's kind of there, but nah, it's not. It's not obvious enough. Or you look at it and it's like, oh, there's nothing there. Yeah. Let me not even waste my time. It's not even worth my energy to sit here for a full 15-minute candle and trade. And that's the point you want to get to, is where you can just wake up, take a glance, and you either instantly know it's obvious, it's an A+ setup, or you're instantly turned off and you got to go. So that's the point you got to reach. But what a lot of you do, and I did this too for years and years and years, is you wake up, you get the easy day. You're like, oh, it's easy. Cool. Boom. Okay, I'm up for the week. Yeah, I'm feeling good. You wake up the next day. It doesn't look quite as good as yesterday, but that little shift in structure there. And then if I just place the order, maybe I'll just use, a little bit bigger of a stop loss in case I get stopped out. And then you break your rules and you get in that trade. And then maybe it stops you out. Maybe it goes your way. And then the next day you try to go ahead and do that again and you lose. And then you chase the trade and then you chase a loss. And then pretty soon the account is gone because you thought you were just trying to be too smart. You thought you could outperform your own model. You thought you could outperform statistics. And that's why you made the little mess up in between, and now you don't have an account. So you can't be trying to be too smart. Don't be trying to be like the analysis master of the world, guys. The people who do the best in trading are actually people who just really don't care to sit there and sort through the charts too much. It's just a quick glance in the morning. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And you go ahead and you move on, guys. So next time you find yourself sitting there trying to squint your eyes at the chart, trying to strain your eyes to find the setup where you're just sitting there for hours drawing every level and you're like, oh, there's got to be something in here, guys. Just leave. Just leave. That is a clear and obvious sign that you just need to leave. And whenever you see something that looks like your setup, but you're like, oh, I just have that little bit of hesitation, guys, don't. Study it, watch it play out. If it plays out, you'll build confidence. If it doesn't play out, you'll know exactly why. And you'll also remember the feeling of what it feels like when that happens. And on the contrary, when you do see an easy setup, an easy day, log and journal what you feel like. You probably just felt like, oh, I barely even had to do analysis. I could have taken this trade without even marking the lines because it was so obvious. That's what you're going for. That's exactly what you want. That is when you know you have found your A+ setup, and that is when you know you've built trading intuition. So that is this lesson, guys. A lot of you probably have been experiencing this. If you haven't yet, this will soon be something that you start to experience as you get smarter, because it's kind of counterintuitive. As you learn more, you start to see more setups. But seeing more setups doesn't necessarily mean you should take more setups. If anything, by being able to see them, now you know how to filter them. Now you know which ones to avoid and which ones to take, even when they play out. So you guys will get to that point if you're not at it yet. If not, just remember this concept. Don't try to be too smart, guys. Should be very, very easy to trade and very, very easy to leave the charts when you don't trade. So comment down below if you made it to day 13. Appreciate you guys being here. Day 14 is tomorrow, and then day 15, we are halfway through 2 days after that. And if you haven't commented yet, make sure to comment below as well, because I am giving $100 away to one lucky winner at the end of this week. So stay tuned for that. Day 14, I will make the announcement, but make sure you get all of your comments in right now. See you guys in the next one. Stay blessed, stay safe,